Yeah, I definitely think it's a step in the right direction, and it started early on this week. Kind of talked about it, just our sense of urgency and our execution and discipline throughout the week of practice. You kind of felt that we were going to get back on track of where we needed to be and just go out there and be ourselves, and I thought we did that. But I still think we have a long way to go to be a really good offense. There's still some mistakes and some things that we didn't do as well today, but we were able to make enough plays to go out there and get enough points to get a win.
There was, I think, one play late, I believe the fourth down play, we were pretty much all alone in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you went up to Trevor afterwards. You guys kind of talked that through about what happened.
Yeah, Trevor made a great check at the line of scrimmage, just being able to identify, a certain coverage. They actually ended up busting the coverage, so I think it surprised him. And then he had some pressure kind of in his face, so it caused him to scramble to the right. So, it's unfortunate, but, we were able to win the game. I think we were on the sideline laughing about it. But those are also opportunities that, we need to take advantage of, when we're in tight games and, we need those plays. But stuff like that is going to happen. It's no fault on him. He's playing, and I trust what he sees. And, whatever he sees, I'm going to, stand behind him. So, just a play in the game that I know for sure he's going to want back, but we'll make it when it counts.
Those are the things you talk about when you say you're close, but those are the mistakes that just have to be raised, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, thankfully we're sitting on the other side of it with a win. If we were in a different situation right now, obviously that would be a situation to where we'd look back on. Kind of look at, we shot ourselves in the foot and whatnot, but like I said, we were able to make enough plays to get a win today.
Back-to-back losses, how big was this?
Huge. It's tough. Winning in this league is tough, and especially when you're losing, it's even harder. So when you go to back-to-back losses, it weighs really heavy on you, weighs heavy on the locker room, and so you're just doing everything that you can to put together a performance like we did today and just be able to get a win, and being able to come into the locker room and the sideline, just the energy and seeing the smiles on everybody's face. It's you never take this stuff for granted winning in the NFL. So like I said, just great for us to get this thing back on track and get our confidence back.
Along those lines, how big was that fourth down conversion in the second drive from the Falcons to a 38-yard line? We're an offense that was struggling last week and that needed a boost of confidence. You came down with a catch for the 10-yard. From your perspective, how did that ignite the offense?
I think it's just going out there and, we just all executed and did what we were supposed to do. Maybe a couple weeks ago, maybe last week, guys would have maybe done something a little different, try to do something out of character. But you look at that play, everybody did their job, and, where were they supposed to be? I was on that play, supposed to be 8 yards over the ball, sit down, and if it's zone, Trevor will throw you the ball. And I did exactly that. Calvin and Evan were on a rub, and they did exactly that. So everybody was where they were supposed to be, and Trevor just sat in the pocket. He trusted it and made a great throw. And so those are the things that we need to build off of and keep going as an offense.
Are we going to have two more? At least two right here. So the other day we saw you saying, little gadgets for kids in London. How does it feel for you to be a role model for them?
Oh, it's something that I never take for granted. Because I was one of those kids that anytime I got around an NFL football player, it was a dream come true. The fact that I was able to meet them, shake their hands, and be able to talk to them, and so I know that they view me in that light as well. So I never take that opportunity to meet kids for granted, and I hope they have just a great time as I did. When I was able to meet some of my idols and people that I looked up to. So always good to be able to engage with the kids, and I know how much it means to them. It brings a lot. He's a better person than he is a player. I'll say that. He brings so much charisma, energy, and let alone his athletic talent and everything that he's able to do as a wide receiver just kind of speaks for itself. But as a leader and as a veteran in our room, he means a lot to me, to Zay, to all the other young guys. We're all constantly learning from him, and he's a team player. As long as we're walking off the field with a W, he's happy. So just to have that type of veteran presence and, what he's able to do in our offense is great. And so it's been a pleasure to be able to work with him, and I'm excited to keep it going.